Okay. I get to turn all my volume up now because I'm not being deafened by Sonic Adventure. But I'll run around and look at the side story stuff, and then I want to see if I can do it quickly. I'll try and get that last achievement I need. Because the last achievement is like kill every kind of boss there is. And kill all the bosses, and I think the only one that I haven't done is Shark. By the way, Tails can just fucking fly. Like, actually. I've gotten all the skills for all the characters, and he can just do this. It's even better than my infinite wrench trick that I immediately fucked up doing. Anyway. I just remembered I turned the audio all the way down. There we go. Okay. I was watching videos while playing this. Right, no homing attack. Alright, so I'll start with looking at the bonus stories as Sonic, and then we'll just go through the characters. So like we'll do Sonic, then Amy, then Knuckles, and Tails. Alright. I think I might have some as Sonic. Oh, there's Amy. Let's go talk to Amy. I can actually fast travel to Amy. Can I? I don't think actually I can, because I haven't actually unlocked this one. Might be able to fast travel to this one. No. Hold on. I think it's... Is it different? Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Now, can I? No. I know you can do it because I've literally done it. Finish before hologram Tails? You race Tails in that? Alright, I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run there. Let me mark it, though, at least. Please. Okay. I'm falling. But, I think I have Amy maxed out, and I was working on maxing out Knuckles, but my god, it takes a long time. Once you start making that your actual goal, you realize just how much that takes, especially when you don't have the Starfall. Because Starfall just was not happening for me while I was playing. And I wish that I could, like, get Sonic to give the characters his extra stuff that he's just carrying. But I can't. Alright, let me also unlock this just because. It's weird how little achievements there are in this game. Reach the hidden goal. Finish with all the silver moon rings. What? It's a silver moon ring. Alright, where's Amy at? There she is. Hey!
I'm not just a damsel in distress anymore. Just you watch. Eventually, you'll be the one relying on me for help.
I feel like I'm relying on you a lot already. Pretty soon, you're gonna be too cool for school.
I'll catch up so fast, you better not blink.
I like all of Sonic's friends are like, I'm gonna catch up to you. And he's like, we've been fine! What do you mean? Wow, there's a lot. Alright, let's talk to Amy again. The silver moon ring is like the red rings, but on a timer. Oh, that's irritating. It's just so weird how they add that, but then it gives you nothing. Usually they are close together. Okay. how they add these extra levels, but there's no real reason to do them. Because it doesn't give you anything useful at this point. At least not that I know of.
Amy, I know you're worried about the Coco. You gotta take care of yourself, too.
I could say the exact same words to you, too. The cyber corruption is painful, but if you can handle it, so can I.
Well, you got me there. We'll get through this together.
Okay. Let's go talk to this sage. Oop.
It seems your friends have been making progress on the emeralds.
I knew they could handle it.
But there's no time to waste. You must hurry to the tower.
You're right. It's time to get to it.
That's a whole lot of nothing. They give the lookout cocoa, but those are only useful for unlocking the towers, but you can just side loop the ground treasure just to find a bunch of the lookout cocoa, so it's almost entirely avoidable. That's exactly what happened. Like, by the time I think I've only done one of these, and I realized it was a lookout cocoa, but I already had like fucking 10 of them. I was like, I don't know how many I need to actually unlock the towers, but I have plenty. Number rings, hidden gold, fish about hitting a mine, rescue all the animals. Oh yeah, on my first playthrough, I didn't even know the lookout cocoa unlocked the towers because I always had enough. Yeah. I mean, if the if the fucking thing didn't look like a tower, I wouldn't have realized what it does. Hi, Sage.
I'm gonna hop on that grind rail over there. Here to join me?
So that is how they appear to you.
How they appear? What, don't you see them too?
The current iteration of cyberspace was formed based on your memories. Since linking with it, your memories are now affecting things even outside of cyberspace. As a result of the link, many of the things you see around you are recreations from your memory. It is a testament to how deeply you are linked with cyberspace. I have scanned the area you are pointing to, and my sensors are not picking up anything. To my eyes, there is nothing there.
That's fucking weird. I can hallucinate a grind rail so hard I can use it. Oh, not this fuckhead again. Sonic is schizophrenic. Jesus. To everyone else, Sonic is just flying. Yeah. You don't need tails anymore. Just hallucinate yourself a grind rail, bro. Ah, I was hoping to cheat up there. I'll get on the rail like a pleb. The fucking rail that's not actually there. I wish there was more incentive to play the levels and fight the bosses in the DLC. Yeah, I know, me too.
Wasn't there a similar pyramid-looking thing on Kronos Island? Are they related? Maybe to shoot something into the sky?
That is incorrect. They are terminals. Kronos Island's pyramid was the docking point for the ancient spaceships. The power source is still running, so it is still afloat. Other than that, the rest of its functions have long since ceased operating, and the elevators were destroyed.
Huh. Well then, what about that cool spiderweb-looking thing under it? It doesn't look like it's got anything to do with spaceships.
That section was essentially a harbor, not only for spaceships, but also for other ships traveling to the other islands. There used to be a resting area in the lower levels, an important space for the ancient travelers. Now it is but an architectural curiosity.
Okay, that was cool lore. Thank you for something that was actually a little interesting. Now let's go talk to Egghead. I can get on. There we go. What I think is funny is that they went from like the weird like Phantom Ruby stuff where it's like, oh, this is virtual reality, but we can hurt you in it, to here's more virtual reality, but it actually does things. Every Sage side cut scene is just, actually. Well, I like the knowledge. I enjoyed the knowledge. Hi, Eggman.
Hey, Eggman, you found the emerald yet?
You can't rush genius. And besides, you haven't even finished that tower. What are you waiting for?
Huh. You can't rush Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll be back in a flash.
Okay, that was nothing. I love how some of these are just fucking absolutely nothing. Alright, let's go talk to Eggman again and listen to him be insufferable for a little bit. What happening? How do I get over there, Sonic, again? I don't remember how I got over there last time. Maybe this. I mean, at least these Sage side stories are her actually telling us something. Because they used to just be like, I will not communicate with the enemy! And now she's like actually being helpful.
This island is huge. It's gonna take a lot of work to explore. At least it's not as big as the Sandy Ares Island.
With my Eggmobile, I have no such issues. Even the ancients used transportation to cover the expanse of Ares Island. Did you see the dilapidated bridges and scaffolds around the periphery of Ares Island? The roads and tunnels have broken down over the years, but they were basically highways. Moreover, the highways were full of energy, brimming from underground. The vehicles could replenish energy just by going through tunnels or passing over dash panels. There was no need for filling stations. Oh, but I suppose that doesn't concern someone like you, who can't do anything but roll around at the speed of sound.
We love quoting songs. We love quoting sounds here in this house. But also, like, that exists. Like, they have the technology of, like, just, of the highways are full of energy. That there's a level like that in Heroes. Like, that technology does actually still exist in their world, and it's not just limited to the ancients. This whole stream has just been me actuallying, but about Heroes.
The next tower will be the last. It's time for your courage and speed to transcend fate.
Courage and speed? Cheering me on, are ya? Well, this is getting interesting.
This place is full of unknown possibilities that may throw off my calculations.
Well, if it's not impossible, that's good enough for me. Let's do this.
Please, use your potential to protect the doctor.
Okay. I think we got one more Sage. I'll go unlock that other thing too. Yeah, but the ancients predated, so it's like, wow, they were so advanced. Yeah, that makes sense. But still, the way Eggman talked about it, it was almost like he was saying, like, it felt more like, wow, without filling up, but we literally have that already. Oh, not this thing. Leave me alone! I'm trying to do things. Oh! No. Let me up. Let me up. Haha.
The Titans I fought all looked really different. Wonder why that is.
Eggman have
There
dementia.
used to be 5 tribes coexisting on the planet of the ancients. A tribe with big and powerful bodies. A tribe that developed a tail instead of legs. A tribe that walked on 4 legs. A winged tribe. And a tribe that was the most intelligent of them all. The 5 tribes fought as one to stand against their foe, but they were desperately outmatched. As a result, 4 of the 5 tribes perished. The survivors of the most intelligent tribe created weapons based on the other 4 tribes to challenge their enemy once again. The Titans represent the ancients' determination to avenge their fallen compatriots.
Okay. I wonder if they were all goo people. More cocoa. I don't know why I picked them up. I shouldn't be picking this up as Sonic, but I see item and Brain says lift. If I remember, he was trapped by metal in the whole Heroes plot. Maybe he just didn't see it. I thought the implication was that he built that city. But yeah, it was true, he wasn't there. Maybe he didn't know that Sonic's seen it before. Finish before hologram tales. Alright, back to the big tower. I'm gonna take this. Oh wait, hold on. I need to unlock. Are you really giving me a Starfall as Sonic again? Come on, give me that as somebody else. Yeah, but Metal would have paid for it with his money, so he would have seen that shit on the paperwork, so we have to deal with it after? I was gonna assume that Metal didn't build the whole city, because it was kind of like an already established city. I thought maybe Eggman built it and then Metal just took it over for a bit. You know? Alright. Amy. Alright, let's start with Sonic. Metal Sonic stole his dad's credit card and bought a city. This is the stupidest thing. By the way, this is her full ring boost. She makes like some sort of wheel thing out of her cards. It's actually annoying to use. But it can drift.
Man, what a shockwave. Amy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh, but we need to protect the Coco. I have to make sure they're safe. And they might know something we don't.
Well, if anyone can learn something from them, it'll be you. I'm counting on you, Amy.
I hate the power boost for the other characters. I like Tails's! Tails's is good! Let's go talk to Sage, I guess. I can't tell which one of these is mine now. No! Fuck off! Tails is OP in a fun way, sure, yeah. Wait, hold on, how do you do the drift? I don't remember. There we go. This is the dumbest thing ever. I don't even need to collect anything as Amy. There it is. But it's annoying because when you run into a wall, she just stops. Did I pass it? Oh god, I hate the light beams. I can't see my light beam through them all.
We have to work together, so get used to me being here.
Damn, bitch!
The one who admires Sonic.
Oh, and are you a fellow admirer?
Now is not the time for this. Your focus should be on the emeralds, not Sonic.
Seriously, bro? Why does she need drift in an open world anyway? For it's cool? Obviously, I'm joking, but I don't know. I don't know. Every time you hit something, she just stops. Eggman!
That shockwave created a massive amount of electrical noise. It's meaningless data that's been compressed and deconstructed, but it will be especially effective against those without a corporeal form. How interesting.
Why do you sound so excited? What are you planning?
Oh, as a scientific genius, analyzing what I see and then explaining it come as naturally as breathing.
Whatever you say. At least keep cooperating until we take down the enemy.
Okay. Sage and Eggman are over here too. Pew!
Why the cocoa? Actually, that element may change the result of my calculations.
Calculations? You mean the cocoa may be able to help us?
The cocoa contained personal information of the ancients and their souls. If they hold data that hasn't been uploaded to cyberspace yet, maybe
that could be the key. Wow!
I like the confirmation we got from that it does contain their souls. The normal boost stops whenever you hit something as well. The difference is that normal boost doesn't have a 1-second startup every time you press a button. That's exactly why it feels like a burden every time you hit something. Like if I hit something as Sonic, it's just like whatever. But this is just annoying.
What do you want? If you're looking for Sonic, he's not here.
You'd better not be up to no good just because Sonic's busy.
I, the greatest scientific genius, up to no good. Don't mistake me for some small-time thug who commits crimes on a mere whim.
Huh. What should I mistake you for then?
Was that supposed to be some sort of like clapback? I don't understand. Alright, let's go over here and talk to Knuckles and Eggman, and then we'll go talk to Tails, and then we'll find a different part of the island to go to. Ooh. Oh my god. Yay! No more just eye beams.
Hurry up, or I'll find the emeralds before you.
Wait, Knuckles. Do you have any tips on finding emeralds?
Tips? Just dig everywhere until you find them. That's all there is to it.
I have a hammer, not a shovel. That wasn't very helpful. Looks like I'll need to find them my own way.
Literally none of the emeralds are fucking underground. God. I'm interested. What's your opinion on the fact that the cards are her main weapon and not the hammer?
While I was exploring Kronos Island with Sonic, I noticed lights would appear on the ground or on the trunks of the trees at night. What was up with that?
You must be talking about the phantom lights. Cyberspace is always filled with a vast amount of data, but sometimes it overflows through the portals. That data is the faint thoughts of the ancients, appearing in the real world as light.
So they're thoughts without shape, like the cocoa. Why do they only appear at night?
They're usually in hiding for fear of the being that destroyed them. And when the moon rises, they feel safe enough to come out. Poor little things. They've already lost their bodies, yet they're still afraid of being destroyed.
I like that her cards are getting represented, but they didn't need that much. That is exactly how I feel about it. I'm like, when I was going through the powers, I was like, is her hammer limited only to her parry? That's crazy. I want the more hammer gameplay. Oh, sick trick. Okay, cool. The fucking terrain now. Oh, hey, I got a treat for you guys. Check this out. Every single one of them can do the stupid ball thing. Without actually going.
What are you doing here? You sure do some fast searching.
Well, I think it's important to stay focused on your goal, but it's not always easy. This island is so huge. I'm sure there are a lot of places I'll never be able to reach.
Yeah, I'll keep a lookout for the emeralds from the sky.
Okay. Alright, let's go talk to this sage. Woohoo! There's a lot more of this than I expected to do. Also, do any of you guys know what these statues are for? Because I can't figure out how to do anything with them. Oh, wait. Why did you say X? Oh. Sorry. Never mind, I figured it out. Alright, where's Sage? There she is.
I saw a mark on the pyramid wall. It was the same mark I saw in the sky when I said goodbye to the Coco. What could it mean?
There are no definite records in the cyberspace archives, but it appears the ancients worshipped it as the symbol of a god.
They believed in a god even with all of this amazing technology? I didn't expect that.
Faith is an excellent way to shape a group's sense of kinship. However, the markings in the sky are a clear and observable phenomenon, and cannot be the manifestation of a miracle. Perhaps the god of the ancients depicted by the wall markings still exists out there today.
Okay. What the ass was with the sudden, like, really close face shot? You have not changed the camera angle for the entirety of this DLC, but suddenly you're doing it. Also, why am I missing, like, one ring all of a sudden? Where did my one ring go? Atheist Amy.
Will the Coco really be useful to us?
I don't know for sure, but I hope they will.
I've only seen them get scared and run away.
I've seen how strongly they feel for others, even though they look differently now.
Well, it's worth a shot. I don't think the enemy will expect the Coco to do anything.
Okay. Let's go talk to Eggman, and then there's a Sage and a Sonic right next to each other. This literally feels faster than the stupid card bike. Hello.
You know, I've noticed that there's no sign of any animals on this island. I would expect some to be around in a place so full of nature. This isn't your doing, is it?
Don't blame me for that. According to the records in cyberspace, all of the native creatures were transported to another island during the battle that led to the extinction of the ancients. With no one to return the creatures, the island's ecosystem suffered major disruption. Only a few small insects survived. The ancients must have been fully committed to the battle to pull off such a large-scale transportation plan.
They didn't want all the little animals to die. Perhaps the ancients can be thanked for the evolution of the weird bipedal animals that we have now. Jerome. I do like how birds join you while you are running sometimes.
Thanks for the help, Amy. I would have been in real trouble without you.
Don't worry about it. I told you I'm not just gonna sit around and wait.
Glad to know you have my back. I'm counting on you to find those emeralds.
I had a theory once that the ancients' involvement on Earth is what kick-started the evolution of the Mobian species. It's hard to say because there were apparently there's multiple ancient civilizations in Sonic. I think because there's references to the fourth great civilization is what created Emerald. So who knows what started the evolution of the Mobians.
What's this stone tower? I think I've seen it on Kronos Island too. Could it be an important clue left by the Coco?
No, it's nothing more than a traditional structure left by the ancients. They competed to see who could stack stones higher without them falling over. The winner was determined not just by the height, but the difficulty and aesthetic beauty of their stack. It was so popular that they even had annual competitions. There was a plethora of data in cyberspace about the rules and results of these competitions. It may be insignificant to us now, but it was important to the ancients.
Why were they so important to them? I may have knocked some over while looking for the emeralds.
There's no need to concern yourself about that. According to the records, the ancients were delighted when the towers were knocked over, because they could stack them back up again.
Okay. I like that they gave us a canonical reason to not be upset about doing this. Yeah, the ancients are by far the first, yes. Ancient Jenga, yeah. Except Jenga's not hard to stack, at least not at first. I can make this jump, I think. Maybe not. Sweet, okay. I'll start up here, so we'll talk to Eggman first. I think you can get up this way. Oh, this is actually not gonna be- oh no, I've got the bike back again. Jesus! Like, even just, like, on normal use, this feels way slower. Ugh. This sucks. I think there was one side cutscene about the ancients examining the wildlife of Earth, so that's what kickstarted. I could be misremembering details. Spin dash is the fastest reversal option. Okay. I'm just bad at controlling spin dash.
What was that upside-down pyramid thing on Kronos Island?
Sonic asked the same question.
According to the information I've gathered in cyberspace, it's a terminal created by the ancients to get in and out of their spaceships. When they first arrived on this planet, they used their spaceship as a base of operations. They needed time to investigate whether the islands were habitable. They built a terminal to travel back and forth between the island and their ship. There were terminals built on other islands, but they were different in design. They've ceased to function. All that remains of the terminals is the wreckage of the elevators that were used for boarding. If you're curious, go and find the remains. But only if you're able to sort out the situation here first, that is.
Spin dash is OP when used correctly, not quite Tails level, but is still really good. I will attempt, and then you'll see me rapidly lose my footing, but you know. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to spin dash again. I literally just did it. I know that. No, not that. Not that. Why is it whenever I need to find the fucking button, I can't figure out the fucking... There we go. Come on. But also that cutscene, I think there was one side cutscene about the ancients examined wildlife of Earth, and that's what kickstarted it. I don't remember that, so maybe it's one we'll see.
The Coco don't seem to be feeling so good. They're in much worse shape than us. Maybe it's because they're so much smaller. How are you feeling, Tails?
The shockwave took a lot out of me, but I'm fine now. That disturbance from the sky is only getting more intense. Maybe our time limit is almost up.
Got it. Let's get back to finding the emeralds once we make sure the Coco are safe.
Okay. Alright, is that Sage? That Sage is the only one left. Ah, okay. Don't do that.
I saw a tower like this on Kronos Island. What did the ancients use it for?
This was an observation tower. Its main function was to send out radio signals to detect the enemy hunting them down from space. Once the enemy's presence was detected, the defense systems on the Starfall Islands were automatically triggered. Do you recall the tower on Rhea Island? This is similar. The tower here on Oranos Island has already been activated. The great threat that destroyed the ancients is near.
Okay. Alright, let's go back to main tower. What the fuck was that noise? Let me jump. Damn. One up here. Yay. Her traversal sound effects are so strange. Like her jump and she goes la. Hold on. That, like what? Every fucking sound effect she makes for just moving around is like the weirdest thing. All right. Knuckles. Also, I think Knuckles is my favorite music, but it's really repetitive. Yeah. Oh great. Am I gliding? I can't tell. Oh, there we go. Watch me fall right off the island. Nope, I made it. I'm alive.
Hey, where's the punk who caused that shockwave before?
It hasn't made an appearance yet. It's somewhere far beyond your fist's reach.
Jeez, what a coward attacking from so far away.
But when it does appear, our time will come to an end. If we don't gather the emeralds and prepare, our chance of success will be 0.
All of these cutscenes are gonna be Knuckles wants to fight. That's what I'm predicting. He's not gonna. I mean, maybe he will ask nice questions because he does, you know, look at ruins and shit. But I have a feeling most of them are just gonna be like, "I want to punch," which is, you know, I don't know why I would expect anything else.
How's it going, treasure hunter?
Didn't expect to find you standing around wasting time.
I was starting to get worried you wouldn't be able to find the emeralds.
Then you are wasting time if you're worrying about me.
Cool. He's rougher than the rest of them. Like what? The cutscenes? I like his music too. It is. But he's got like one lyric and it's very repetitive. I do like the music. But his oh fuck off! No, I was oh, you were quoting the Knuckles theme song. Okay.
Amy, something's off about you and the Coco. What are you doing here?
Nothing. I wanted to do this, so I'll take the responsibility and watch over the Coco. You just focus on finding the emeralds with Tails.
Yeah, okay. Sure, what the heck is going on?
Okay. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Such a weird traversal power. At least he's kind of easy to get up hills with him.
I've been looking for weapons we could use on the hunt for emeralds, but there doesn't seem to be anything.
There was a cannon on Ares Island, but it was fired to drain the water in the oasis. I'm guessing we don't have time to go looking for more shells.
Why would the ancients waste precious water in a desert? I'll bet that cannon was a device that controlled water storage. The oasis must have served as a dam, and it was designed so the position of the faucet could be adjusted.
A dam? But all the water went down the drain.
The drained water should have been redirected into various watering holes. If only there was something like that cannon from Ares Island here.
It was a big bath for the Titans. Oh yeah, instead of like a car wash or something, they just put him in a bathtub. Play with rubber ducks.
I'll use the ancient technology I've obtained here to get the Master Emerald.
What did you just say about the Master Emerald?
Nothing. I wasn't thinking about taking it at all.
Good. Because I won't let you lay a finger on the Master Emerald. It's my duty to protect it as the last Echidna.
Okay. That's pretty much exactly what I fucking expected from a conversation between Eggman and Knuckles. If all of the conversations are not roughly that same kind of thing, I will be shocked. Okay. I'm still fucking climbing break. Sonk.
We've got 3 emeralds so far. Making good progress.
Oh, really? Well, looks like I'm doing better on my end, treasure hunter.
Put a sock in it. The enemy's getting more persistent with their interference, like that shockwave earlier. But don't worry, I'll take care of it with my fists. Just you wait.
This... No, I don't... I'm interested to see what the heck Knuckles and Sage have to say to each other. Meow. Whoops, I missed her. Am I blind? Oh.
Knuckles the Echidna. Your power may be the key.
Of course. You've got a good eye. If anything stands between me and the emeralds, I'll smash it with my fists.
Just be sure not to smash the emeralds in the process.
Okay. Oy. What's painful is like some of the Knuckles dialogue. Are you serious? Thank you. Is good. Like when Sonic and Knuckles are talking about like what Ruins looks like and stuff, and then I don't know what vibe I got that made me go, this is all gonna be about punching, isn't it? And then it was. Come on.
Oh, it's Knuckles. Stop dilly-dallying and go use those fists to get some work done.
Stop ordering me around, or I'll use my fists on you.
Such a witty retort. May I alert you to the fact that time is of the essence, and you are wasting time.
What, you think I don't know that? I know that.
I know that!
Go use your brute force to find those emeralds.
You don't think I know that! A lot of these are filler? Yeah, I could tell. They're making him dirty. My boy Knuckles deserves more respect. Yes! I know it's possible to write good Knuckles. I've seen it. But this is rough.
You know, there were underground passages on Ares Island. I wonder if the ancients were building something down there.
Tens of thousands of years ago, a fleet of spaceships carrying the ancients landed on this planet. Several of those ships are now deep underwater, unable to fly, but their power is still active.
Still active? From tens of thousands of years ago?
They used their spaceship's power to build a new civilization on this island. The underground passages on Ares Island were one of many paths leading to the submerged spaceships, though they no longer seem to be connected.
Okay, there we go. There was an interesting one. Let's go talk to Tails. Oops.
Tails, do you think you can access cyberspace?
No, it looks like I can't get through whatever's blocking access by myself. I'm counting on you, Knuckles. We need to get those emeralds.
Don't worry, I got this. No one can beat me when it comes to power.
That was filler with a capital F.
There's no time. Leave the enemies to Sonic and focus on finding the emeralds.
Fine, but what's up with them? Looks like some of them came back after getting beaten.
They're defensive weapons created by the ancients. They were once used to defend the Starfall Islands from foreign enemies. They had stopped functioning by the time the Doctor arrived, but I reactivated them when I connected to cyberspace to keep him safe. They are powered by Chaos Emeralds and are designed to automatically rebuild themselves by reacting to the gravitational pull of meteors, so they could continue to defend the home of the Ancients forever. Even with the Ancients gone, their guardians must continue to carry out their duty to defend the island. Try to avoid them while you search for the emeralds.
React to the gravitational pull of meteors. How much gravitational pull does a meteor have? I mean, I know I really should not be applying logic to a game that's about a blue supersonic talking hedgehog, but at the same time I'm just kind of like, what? I have infinite glide, so I can just do this. Hold on, this looks suspicious, this rock. I want to look at this rock. There's nothing on it. Alright, whatever. Hi.
There are so many huge ruins on this island. And the 4 rotating rings on Ares Island are ridiculously big.
What a riveting observation. That facility is a kind of monitor that shows the link between the island and cyberspace. The 4 rings represent the 4 islands, And when they're rotating, they indicate the link with cyberspace is in effect. When a ring stops, it means there's some sort of abnormality in cyberspace. I'm certain there's a meaning behind their size as well. I imagine there are other functions I've yet to know about. How interesting.
Is it bad that I have no idea what the fuck rings we're talking about? I must be blind.
The emeralds have moved. Where did they go?
Just sitting here won't do us any good. We need to dig and find them.
If the way they're stored has changed, the way to release them should have changed too. If there's a key in cyberspace, we should be able to access them through a terminal.
Whatever. Let's just go find the emeralds already.
Knuckles just really wants to fucking dig a hole. He's like, we're gonna dig. Never mind the fact that all of the emeralds have been in those fucking, like, carrier things. He's like, I'm gonna dig! Okay, dude. Go dig a hole somewhere. The masculine urge to dig a hole. Knuckles is one of those guys that goes to the beach and then digs a big enough hole that it's like a safety hazard and changes the terrain of a beach.
There's so much we still don't know about this cyber corruption. Why do your punches work when my hammer doesn't?
Heck if I know, but they do work. I'll take care of whatever's in the way. You keep looking.
What do you mean? Is that why she's not using the fucking hammer? Did they make a cop-out for something that they knew was a shitty idea? In the same DLC where it was a shitty idea? God, I need you to stop giving me the Omega isn't in the end of Sonic 05 because he's a robot that can't be poisoned moments. I need them to stop. It's gonna make me physically ill. Okay. Well, Eggman's the closest.
The path to victory lies in the technology of the ancients. If I combine my weapons and the power of the emeralds... you don't look well.
I'm fine. Sonic's working hard out there. Even you are too. I can't stop now. Not yet!
You've honed your mental fortitude in addition to your intelligence. You're becoming quite formidable, Tails.
I do appreciate how the games, like, continue to build on the respect that Tails and Eggman kind of have for each other. Well, I mean, I think Tails' respect for Eggman's more new, because he acts like a fucking asshole in Lost World, but you know. Who are we talking to? I forgot to pay attention. Amy.
Tails, have you noticed what's happening to our bodies?
Yeah, the cyber corruption is getting worse.
And that means we might get trapped in that lonely place. But what I'm most worried about is Sonic. I don't want to let him down.
I feel the same way, Amy. I can't fail, no matter what happens to my body.
Okay. There was somebody. Oh, Knuckles. Acknowledgement of an interesting level of intellect. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna break this. Nothing useful. Whoopsie.
You finish this, Tails. I'll let you handle the best part.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Amy. I won't let your efforts go to waste.
Their mouths don't even move in these cutscenes anymore. They did in the main game, but they stopped animating them, like, to an extent. Yeah, ball!
I was surprised when the Death Egg robot blasted a hole in the ground. There were similar robots on other islands, but why was the one on Chaos Island the only one able to do that?
Because that was the one that the doctor was riding when he arrived at the Starfall Islands. It's equipped for battle and has consoles for investigating the islands and ruins. When he descended on the island, he used a miniature vehicle instead to head into the ruins. There, he obtained a massive amount of data regarding ancient technology and transitioned into cyberspace. Many threats awaited him there. After eradicating them, I returned to the Starfall Islands, but the Death Egg robot was already damaged by then, presumably by the heat and smoke from a volcano. So in order to continue our investigation of the island, we composed downgraded versions of the robot he was originally riding and placed them in various locations.
So that's why the original Death Egg robot on Chaos Island was the only one that could shoot beams and had consoles installed. We wouldn't have been able to find the underground passageway without it.
I did not expect Sonic to hack into it, but if he was able to reboot it successfully, we should repair the original robot and add it to our ranks. That is, if we can get it ready in time for our foe's appearance.
Okay. What similar robots are they talking about? Am I stupid? Am I already forgetting things about this game? It's like, I've played so many Sonic games at this point that, like, I finish one and it starts, okay, wow. It starts to get deleted from my memory. Which is weird, because I've put almost 40 hours into this at this point. Whee! Hi, Knuckles.
Hey, Tails! How's the whole cyber corruption thing going? I've been making good progress breaking all sorts of stuff. If you need my strength, let me know.
I'm good for now. You've been a great help, Knuckles. Now, I just need to get the emeralds before the cyber corruption gets worse.
My name is Knuckles! I punch! That is the level of writing of Knuckles in this DLC. Meow. Oops, tree.
When I scanned the skies earlier, I detected a similar reading in the ruins. Maybe there's something in the air.
That would be a satellite placed in space by the ancients. There are multiple satellites positioned over a wide area.
But why did they put them up there?
There is evidence that the satellites were used to send
Bye.
some kind of authentication code. The columns of light you have seen above ground are all masses of electronic data.
That must mean the Emerald Vaults opened when interacting with that light. It was receiving data to unlock them from the satellites.
Okay. Great help. Bitch, he's just digging. Yeah, he's literally, he is just on Ares Island digging, or not Ares Island, he's just in the islands just digging some holes, and he's like, I'm finding the emeralds! These are holes. We're looking for emeralds that are in terminals above ground, and you're just digging holes.
Looks like there are gimmicks hidden all over the place. What I want to know is, what was with that pinball in the volcano on Chaos Island?
It's a part of a device that controls volcanic activity. When you turn on the switch at the top of the pinball, the volcano is activated and erupts. But it would be dangerous if the volcano could be erupted easily. That's probably why they made a door that only reacts to a special kind of energy and put the switch in a place that's hard to reach. As you accumulate points with the pinball, the energy ball gets charged up and opens the door.
Yeah, I figured the device was something like that, since the volcano erupted after I cleared the thing. But why was it designed with a pinball?
That's not exactly clear, but maybe it was just a playful idea on the part of whoever developed it. Engineers tend to be like that.
Why is it pinball? Oh, you know, for fun. It was a pinball because they have some sort of fucking moral obligation to include some sort of pinball aspect in every fucking Sonic game and make me lose my mind. I don't want to play with you. Speak for yourself.
The cyber corruption has been progressing through your body. Your remaining time is limited.
I know. I may not even be able to move eventually. I need to get the emeralds and get them to Sonic right away.
I'm updating your information, and it seems there is a new possibility growing within you as well.
Oh, I saw Amy for a second, like split second of Amy. Here we go. We got 2 Eggmans and 1 Sonic left. We'll do that Sonic one last, just because that's, you know, kind of convenient where he's at. I hope I can fly right over this thing.
Don't you think I could have been more helpful to Sonic if I had my normal body back?
For sure. In this digitized state, there's a limit to how much we can affect the real world. But there may be ways to help from cyberspace, like how we combined our powers to turn Sonic back to normal.
That's true. There must be things only we can do in this form.
Is that alluding to the giant shield that's at the end of the thing? Oh, there's the Eggman. I am forever. I think it's funny that the ring dashes that are specifically for Amy are heart-shaped. She also has special balloons that are shaped like her head.
I've seen those giant devices all over Chaos Island. Judging by their color scheme and how new they are, I'm guessing you made them.
You've got a sharp eye, Tails. Indeed, those were power generation devices I built as I investigated ancient technology. The Death Egg robot and all of the other machines I brought in may be amazing, but they're useless without an energy supply. That's why I prepared a power generator that utilizes geothermal energy from volcanoes. If only I had more time, I would have put generators throughout this island to power a super weapon. Such a shame.
Maybe the reason the Death Egg robot's beam was able to find the underground passage wasn't just because of the hacking, but because of Eggman's energy supply. I really don't want to thank him, though.
Okay. Weird how you're just saying that and like no indication that that's an inner thought, but sure. Why am I going the other way? Oh, this thing, by the way, this thing also fires a giant beam. Hold on, I'll show you the beam in a second, if I can remember how to do it. No, no, hold on. Hold on. Right trigger plus X. Die!
You must be feeling quite anxious, separated from your hero, Sonic.
Eggman, have you forgotten about what happened at Station Square? I may not be Sonic, but there are things only I can do.
We will see what you're capable of without him.
He's really talking about fucking Station Square. That was forever ago, and you've been anxious without Sonic since then. And also, like, saying that you're useless since then. Like, what the fuck is happening? Whoops. No, no, no. Oops.
Hey, Tails. Cool gadget you got there.
Well, I know I can't fight like you or Knuckles, so I'll use whatever tools I can to make myself useful.
You do you, buddy. You always know how to help out.
Wow, the last one was completely useless. Alright, I think that's all of them. Unless, like, something new opened up for one of the other ones because I talked to the other ones. But I highly doubt that this is that in-depth. So let me fly back and take a quick look at what's available as Sonic. And we'll see. No, I'm gonna have to land. Or I can do the tricky trick. Whee! God, Tails really is, like, so broken, but it is fun to go around the islands as him. These pauses between dialogue kind of remind me of Adventure 1. They're not as bad as some of the pauses between Adventure and Adventure 1. Because I played Adventure 1 to do the Perfect Chaos video. And I just started, like, laughing because of some of the pauses that are in that. I was like, oh my god. Alright, I guess that's it. I want to check something, though. Okay, because I've unlocked it. So when I checked this last time, I only had Battle Guidance 1. Now I have Battle Guidance 2. The end's head will block attacks aimed at the handle. Find a way to get behind it. Alright. Receive Battle Guidance. I don't need Battle Guidance. I've done it. Alright, cool. Oh, wow. I never noticed this. Look at the rain hitting the... That's cool. Hi, Cocos. Alright, it is 10:20, so I'm not going to do that last achievement thing that I was talking about. Excuse me. Because it's late, so... Maybe I will do that at the end of a different stream tonight. Try and get that achievement. The last achievement I need to do all the achievements on this. So, but it is a Sonic week. Next stream will be a little more organized. Because I'll be doing the story mode of Sonic Racing, Sonic Team Racing, Sonic Team Racing. I don't know. Anyway, if you're from YouTube, thanks for coming. And I'll see you in the next whatever. Bye!